opthal range and therapy. And this is where Roche can come in to make a difference. Our global vision in opthal inspires us to save people's eyesight from the leading causes of vision loss through pioneering therapies and total vision solutions. India, I'm confident, will be a huge contributor towards fulfilling that vision. At Roche, we are aiming to redefine actually the standards of care for people living with vision impairment. And this is just a step forward in living our response of doing now what patients need next. Roche has historically been known for its leadership in oncology. Everybody knows about it, but with a huge global unmet need in vision health, Roche is also making a strong foothold and an unwavering commitment in the space of ophthalmology as well. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Now, when I speak about when we are getting into serving patients worldwide and in India, that is a very strong pipeline that we are looking at. Roche's history in this space is also commendable and noteworthy. And the journey didn't start now. The journey dates back to the early 2000s with the launch of ranibizumab, and then progressing forward to 2022 with the development of Vabysmo and its launch in USA and Europe. To this momentous day, when we are launching Vabysmo in India, so that has been the journey that we have traveled in the last 23 years. The global pipeline ahead in ophthalmology is also very strong to serve the patients in future as well, and promising with 4 new molecules across new platforms and new indications which are being researched, including an eye implant. This is the most exciting time for ophthalmology as a therapy area. And this talks about the commitment that Roche has to serve all the patients in ophthalmology space now and in the near future as well, with such innovative launches coming up. Can we move on to the next slide, please? So, we call it where the two worlds meet. It's if I can give an analogy, it's like, enjoying sunshine while there is snowfall happening. Generally, it doesn't happen, but it may happen sometime. So it's like enjoying and getting the best of both the worlds. And it gives me immense pleasure to announce the launch of Vabysmo in India, a revolutionary treatment for patients suffering from diabetic macular edema and wet age-related macular degeneration. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the launch of Vabysmo, the first and the only bispecific antibody developed for the eye that targets a novel pathway of angiopoietin 2 as well as the VEGF-A. And that is, as I said, it's the world's first and only bispecific agent to treat both of these indications. Can we go to the next slide, please? With such an innovative therapy and brand, Vabysmo has been indicated, as I said, for AMD and DME, both disorders with very high level of prevalence and unmet needs as well. Let me quickly walk you through to the two indications where Vabysmo is poised to make a significant difference to patients. NAMD is a common cause of vision loss among people aged 60 years and over. It is a long-term condition and needs ongoing care. Abnormal vessels can bleed and leak fluid in the back of the eye. People living with diabetes, and there are a lot of diabetics in India, are at a risk of getting DME. which is more severe manifestation of diabetic retinopathy. DME is when the blood vessels in the retina are damaged, which can leak fluid into the eye. Now, when we look at what would be the estimated patients who need to be served with such a challenging situation, again, the number is very, very high. It's like 40 million people are estimated to suffer globally from these diseases in India, globally, and 4 million people are estimated to suffer from these disorders, and AMD and DME in India as well. Can we go to the next slide, please? So we have an AV, which can we have a pause, please? All right, thank you. So we want to take you through a movie. You know, while all of us with healthy, the world's first and only bispecific monoclonal antibody for NAMD and DME. Our ambition is to impact all people living with retinal disease, offering best efficacy and comprehensive disease control to transform patients' lives who experience something like what we kind of could see in the movie that the team had prepared. So we are very happy and proud to announce the launch of Vabysmo in India. Can we go to the next slide, please? While we are launching Vabysmo in India now, to all you friends, Vabysmo's global footprint and the global success story is extremely encouraging, to say the least. With over 2 million doses administered from launch till date in over 90 countries, Vabysmo offers the first new mechanism of action that has came into market to serve patients in more than 15 years for NAMD and close to a decade for DME. So this is an innovation for these patients that has came to Indian market in terms of its mechanism of action after a long 10 years and 15 years gap. And that's why we are very excited and proud to bring Vabysmo to India to serve all these patients. Of course, this creates a solid foundation of trust and confidence for us to launch Vabysmo in India. And I'm so glad that you all could join us today and be a part of this landmark occasion. Thank you so very much, friends. And may I kindly hand over
particular launch event is happening. All that I wanted to say in the beginning before I start showing you the slides is, that first visual that you all saw, help India see better. And that is where media can play a big